Jake Teaser Auto with the latest Land Cruiser news. We got the craziest auctions today. This Land Cruiser's got 441,000 miles. My goodness. We've also got this lady's burnt her house down, lost the title and the keys, and she won't budge on the price. And this went for 34, which I think is a great deal, under 100,000 miles. And then this one went for 8K, which is kind of crazy, with 147,000 miles. So let's dive into it. All right, guys. This is a 98 down in Atlanta. I looked the guy up. He's got a little dealership. Like, get it, like, good for you. He sprayed this whole thing. And he sprayed it, I don't know what color it is. The bumper's falling off. He just sprayed over everything. And good for you, man. But we got some rust, and we got the fender flares that they put on over there when you first get the cars, extra add-on options, falling off. We got stickers. We got this bronze paint color on here. Now, I don't know, man. The other thing, it's got 441,000 miles. It's a 98. You got the rear locker. We got the matching steering wheel cover and wood grain trim. It's probably, honestly, man, I would rather drive this than most cars. Look at the seat. He got some seat covers on the thing. I don't know what's going on. What if that was factory? It's not, but what if it was? Anyways, that's interesting. We got the new headlights in there looking like gold trim package. Front bumper's falling off. I would like to see the undercarriage. Anyways, just an interesting one. Just wanted to throw out there for you guys that I found on Marketplace as I was browsing around for everyone trying to find some deals. And if you are looking for deals, hit me up on Instagram or fill out the form. There's links below. I will drive around and help you find the vehicle that you need. I just went to the Carolinas to pick up this, or to inspect this for a client. I got underneath the car and literally drove it, inspected it, made him a video review, and drove back. And I'm flying out to California to pick up another one. Not pick it up, but to inspect and consult on it. Okay, so check this guy out. 04. This is the one that burned up. The house burned up. The title burned up. Our house as well. That sucks. Sorry about that. I've talked to the county clerk. It was paid for free. I'll have a new title printed. Will take about 20 minutes. Well, I mean, it's like, look, it's been 4 weeks. There's still no title. Our home burned down last Tuesday night. It's like last Tuesday. It was like 4 Tuesdays ago. And the key. So I have no title, no key. This is a hard sell. I mean, it's got 315,000 miles. This is a hard sell. You have no title, you have no key, and you got 300,000 miles. And I tried to get a best price on it, and she said $5,950 if that'll help you out. It's priced at $6,000. I mean, this is a tough bargain. This is a tough bargain here. Like, I don't think you have the leverage in this negotiation, ma'am, but you do have some nice seats, and we'll give you that's an 04, but the back seats not so much. Pretty sure those are chewed up. Definitely had a big dog back there. I don't know why these always get dented right there, but they do. I guess they're hard to see with no backup camera. So, if somebody wants a 04 and deal with this situation, runs and drives good for its age, service regularly, leather seats. I tried to get her to get some under the chassis photos, but of course would not. So I figured you guys would think that was interesting. The 04 with no title, no key, 315,000 miles, but we got her down to $5,950. If you want to go check that out. Next, let's look at this 99 with 93,000 miles that sold for $33,000. Well, I really like this. Why do I like this? Well, it's got these chrome wheels, which is period correct. 99 with the chrome wheels. I love green. I'm just a green lover. What can you say? And the headlights are clean. Okay, so I see why I didn't go for 50 like the other one. It's a driver, but I was wondering what this car was going to go for, and we found out. So you got some clear. It's a driver. This is one you can drive, but it had 92,000 miles. You can drive this for another, what are you going to do? Drive this for another 25 years? Like, this thing is going to be here forever. It's not going to age. Everything looks pretty darn good on this one. Had the Land Cruiser floor mats. Hey, I am going to say the Land Cruiser floor mats in mine, in my 2000 that I just picked up, my 333,000 mile one, they look a little better. I think they look a little better than this one. I still need to steam clean mine. So, this thing looks pretty good. Let's go down here and look at the frame. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, as Jim Carrey said. So, I like that one. Guys, it went for 33. So there you go. This one got away from us. Went to somebody. It's got the frickin' Toyota front visor. I'm jealous. I want one of those so bad. Mine came with it as an option. The white one I just picked up, the 6K Cruiser that I just picked up, had it as an option as well as the sunroof visor as factory options. But who knows where they went. So this one, the reason I think this one was a deal, and it's not going to be a deal for the right, buyer. If you guys want mint condition, it just depends on your, I've got guys messaging me and they're looking for like rust-free, good paint, under 30K. And I've got people messaging me that want like vehicles for under 10K. And the Facebook Marketplace vehicles under 10K are usually pretty rough. But this one, it is rusty, but it has 148,000 miles. So for a farm truck or a daily driver, no accidents, 2-owner, I think this was probably a deal for someone who, doesn't mind this amount of corrosion. And, personally, this is not my thing, but with 147,000 miles, I mean, it looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty bad. But the catch is 147,000 miles. So to the right buyer, this is gonna be something that they can drive and not have to worry about the drivetrain messing up. But it's just a good deal for the right driver. That's all I have to say. Once you get under there and you start turning those bolts, though, that's going to be a headache. Things are going to start snapping off. And so this is kind of like you just buy it and drive it until the timing belt needs to be changed. And then you try to get rid of it to someone else who wants to buy it for, $6,000 and just eat that. But really, I mean, I don't know. How much of this stuff do you really need to... It's probably safe, but here I am trying to talk myself into another cheap vehicle because I just love them. You got the Toyota glass still everywhere. It's 147,000 miles, guys. It's got the factory books and the factory window sticker. I mean, it's just these dang northern cars get so corroded. And side note, I took the 6K Cruiser. Out to test the A-Track. So as you can see, it's spinning. That's in 4-wheel high. And the A-Track wouldn't kick in 4 high. Now, on my green Cruiser, it'll kick in no problem. But for some reason it didn't on this one. So just put it in 4 low, hit the center locking diff, and it automatically just immediately crawled right out of there, no issues. It acted like my green one does right here. You'll see it catch. Nope, that's it spinning. I go back, lock the center diff. Yeah, 4 low, center diff. And then watch. As soon as it spins, it'll spin like one rotation, one, click, and then it just pulls right out, no problem. The A-Track is so good, but for some reason it wasn't working in 4 high. It normally works in 4 high. And yeah, there's my green one, there's my white one. I honestly like the white one for driving around the city because it's got smaller tires and it's not lifted. It's a little bit more comfortable, but I like them both. This one's got 330 on it. So those are the deals I wanted to show you. There's the Instagram if you want to look at kind of what's going on. Here's the JDM Cruiser that I inspected for a client, and it did. This is not that. This is another one. I didn't want to put the one that he was interested in at the time. This is another 50th anniversary, and they've still got this one down here, and I drove this one. I like this one. This one has AHC, has this really cool old vintage radio, and it's got an AHC controller right there, which will allow you to kind of max out. It's a one-off AHC controller from Japan that you'll probably never see again. But I thought the AHC was broken because it was just using the controller to override it. But you could put this thing all the way down, really low, and you could raise it up super high. So it was pretty fun. But they've still got that one available if you want to check that one out. And yeah, I wanted to check out the travel and the suspension, see how far I could go with this 255s. And here we are, one wheel off the ground a bit, flexing pretty good. But those are the 255s. And it did great. It did great. I need to get some. Guys, if you do have some 275/70 16s, Michelin takeoff tires, stock kind of street tire, and you're in the Middle Tennessee area, let me know. I need some stock tires to put on this car because it's got 255s, a little bit too small. So yeah, you can get around on a stock cruiser. So someone messaged me and said, after watching this video, they said, man, I just ordered a lift kit and some big tires, and I'm not going to even do what you're doing in this video. I guess I won't need the lift kit. I was like, yeah, you definitely don't need a lift kit. If you're not doing that kind of stuff, the only reason you need a lift kit is to get ground clearance. If you're going over obstacles where you need more ground clearance. It's just going to make it ride worse on the interstate. You're going to get worse gas mileage. It's going to be less stable, and it's going to reduce the ride quality. But you'll be able to get over water crossings, big rocks. You won't, hang up on big rocks. So if you're just doing fire roads, you don't need a lift. Just get some good tires. You probably can just use the stock tire. The stock tires will take you a long ways. I'm serious. A stock tire cruiser will take you places, but if you're going these crazy off-road trails, Colorado or something, you're going to need some bigger tires than a lift. So it just depends on, if you're new to off-roading, go explore what you can do with your stock cruiser. You can, I scraped a little bit on the mud flaps here and there because these are 3-foot ledges I'm having to get over. And I did scrape on this video. On some of these videos I scraped. This is the road trip where I went to go inspect that JDM car. I scraped a little bit here and there. So anyways, just wanted to share these interesting deals with you guys. This guy is selling this one. It's been repainted. We talked about it. Yeah, just not super interested in it. The seats look good. But the deals are out there if you can look and you want to do that. So thanks for watching, guys. If you need some help, I literally helped Justin get this cruiser, who's going to buy a rusty, repainted, kind of janky one. And we got him this AHC, newer one. And he's already got wheels and tires on it. And we got David this really cool cruiser. I drove down there. He was in a situation where his wife was going into labor. he had me go down and check out a cruiser while he was in the middle of a situation. So I'm traveling for you guys to do these inspections to help you guys out. So if you need something, you need me to go check it out for you, use the links below. Or if you have something that you want to get rid of, and I've got people that are interested in this stuff, and I can consult and help you out with that process. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.